Hi guys, welcome to this week's Gold Lap Guide. This time we take on the iconic Laguna Seca with the Volkswagen Scirocco GR4 in the latest online lap time challenge. I've currently got a gold time, so I'll show you what I did to achieve that. Now, this is one of my favourite circuits, and I'm so relieved we're back in a proper racing car instead of those weird electric vehicles with no gears. This is what a time trial should be about. As always, make sure you stick around to the end. I'm sure you'll pick up a few helpful tips. So, starting the lap, we use all the revs in this car, no problem at all. I'll show you a little bit on the gearing as well. This is an FF car, the gearing is slightly different to a rear-wheel drive car. First braking point, just at the end of this curve, roughly where this arrow is, there's a little bit of tarmac on the right hand side, just before the 3 board. Somewhere around that point is a really good braking marker for me. It's downhill, don't forget as well, the braking distance will be a bit longer. I'm going to go down to second gear. So we're hard on the brakes, down to second gear. Now, I don't mind missing this first apex. I'm going to take the braking all the way through to roughly where that arrow is, just there. And that is going to be our end of braking point, just after this curbing. And what this enables us to do is take a bit more speed through the first bit and help get the car rotated and ready for the next apex. So going through the corner, end of braking about there, back to third gear again, start the feeding the throttle back in, not too aggressively, it's an FF car, you'll understeer if you put too much throttle in there. And away we go. Next section, just after the 2 marker, there's a little grid or where the gravel starts on the left hand side. Any of those are pretty good braking markers. You want to try and get the car as tight and as close to this left hand side as possible without hitting that dirt, and try and get the car as straight as possible for the way in, and that'll give us our best entry. Just be careful you don't early apex this corner, very easy to do. It's off camera as well, so you might need to add a little bit more steering. So it's just a little dab of the brakes, down to third gear, try and get as close to this sausage on the inside as you possibly can. Get on the throttle as early as you can as well to maximise that track usage on the left hand side, and away we go. Next bit, somewhere between the 2 and the 1 boards, somewhere around there, we're just going to dab the brakes, stay in 4th gear, just knock a little bit of speed off and just try and set this corner up. So with this corner I like to get the rotation done nice and early, so you can get on the throttle that little bit earlier and maximise this little straight coming up. So a little dab of the brakes, 40-50%, down to 4th, get close to that sausage again, back on the throttle, nice and aggressive, use all this circuit on the left hand side, really push those track limits down to the next section. Braking point for this bit, somewhere between the 3 and the 2, I think just after the 3 board is about perfect for this. Again, it's slightly downhill braking point, and we're going to go down to third gear. So again, make sure you're maximising the track usage on the way in, use all that curb, hard on the brakes, down to third gear. Again, let's try and get the car rotated as early as possible so you can get the best exit possible, get on the throttle nice and early, and away we go. Up the hill, now it's a little tricky section coming up, got to get this right, got to carry the speed. Round the 2 board, I found this the perfect place just to dab a little bit of the brakes. Going to stay in 4th gear for this. Again, not trying to take too much speed off when I try and carry as much speed for this bit as possible. Absolutely vital. So as we go through the corner, it's going to be about 25-30% brake around the 2 board. Get as close to that sausage as you can as well. Use all the circuit on the right hand side. Maximise those track limits. I'll show you what I can get away with going through the corner here. So a little bit of braking. Take a bit more curb than I do, and as long as you keep 2 tyres on the red and white curbing, you'll be absolutely fine. Any further to the right of that and you will invalidate your lap time. And those are the same track limits for every other corner on the circuit as well. Now hopefully you carry some speed up this hill. I go to the left here to try and open this corner up. The braking point, somewhere between the 3 and the 4 marker. I'm actually going to brake down to second gear. So I approach this from the left hand side of the circuit, and what that actually does, it enables me to get a straight line over to the right hand side of the circuit to open this corner up. You don't really want to end up in the middle of the track because you will cost yourself some cornering speed. So you see, end up on the right hand side, down to second gear, back to third gear, take plenty of curb there, hard on the throttle, take plenty of curb there as well, cut that up, get it going. Next bit, all you're trying to do is just trying to manage the throttle around here, try to manage the speed. I stay in 4th, you can use 3rd, use all the circuit on the right hand side as well, maximise that speed, really push it. Now the 2 board is a perfect braking marker for this corner, I find. I stay in 4th gear for this one, and you can use 3rd, but the corner is cambered, so you can take a bit more speed through than you might think, as long as you get the car hooked up on the apex. I'm just going to knock a bit of speed off here, not much, it's probably again 10, 20, 25% brake, if that. Take as much speed through this as possible and really maximise the exit. So here we go, 40-50% brake actually. Hook that car up, miss the sausage, get on the throttle nice and early, maximise the exit into the last corner. Round the 3 marker, I find is a really good braking point for this. Any later than that you might overshoot the corner, but somewhere around or just before the 3 marker I find is pretty good. I'm going to brake down to 2nd gear. So be hard on the brakes, down to 2nd gear. Make sure you use that curbing on the right hand side to open this corner out a little bit more. Get the car rotated, miss that sausage, get back on the throttle as early as you possibly can. Use all the circuit on the right hand side again to stay within the track limits. Accelerate away, stay to the right hand side for the shortest route to the line. And cross the line at 1 minute 28.346, which is good enough for 0.9%, well, not bad, and 77th in the world. And as always guys, if you get any value out of this at all, then please do hit the like button and consider subscribing for more content like this. I'm really happy we're back to a GR4 car, but we'll see what next week brings. I'm going to leave you with a lap in cockpit view of the fast lap, uninterrupted. Enjoy it guys, good luck with this, stay safe, I'll see you next time, cheers.